north of 35, the Backpack Sessions with Bif Naked.
Oh my goodness. Look at my face right now. Can you tell that I am crawling out of my skin with excitement and that I thought I was almost going to pee my pants? How was it that I got here? How was it that I was interviewing a Canadian rock star? Do you know how it happened? I had already given up all my worldly possessions. I sold my house on Facebook. I, quit my job. I didn't know what I was doing. All I knew was going to travel. And I thought, hey, why not message Bif Naked on Twitter? She's going to be at the same concert I'm going to be at. And she answered. Crazy.
So you made it.
I can't believe we made it. Oh my God, it's beautiful up here.
It's stunning.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you guys
beautiful.
go by all the wind
We
turbines?
did, and the guys freaked out. I mean,
Yeah.
it's incredible. This
Yeah.
whole area is very, it's pristine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's untouched because I doubt that's true.
Yeah.
But it's just glorious to be here in summer.
And you're on today for Grist Fest, and
I
there's
know.
a great lineup of artists.
It's
this
amazing.
weekend.
It's so fun to be part of festivals like this because we get to see a lot of our favorite bands.
Yeah.
And of course
Fantastic.
meet people like you.
And I get to meet people like you.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
this is
lots
great.
of fun.
Okay, so my first question is, tell me your story since turning 30.
Well, 30 was a funny year for me. I was, my 30th birthday I spent in a bowling alley in Manhattan in the middle of a tour that I was doing. I had done The Tonight Show the year I turned 30. I had done Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We had our second record out. We're making our third record. And I phoned my mom on my 30th birthday. And I said, Mom, I don't feel any different. Like, I can't believe this. I am 30 today, and I feel exactly like I did when I was, 24. And she laughed, and she said, try being my age. You never lose it. And I thought, that's weird. But here I am, over a decade later.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, yeah, I still feel like the same girl.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine my friends and colleagues, there are a lot of these guys in these bands they're in their 50s and stuff. And I just go, holy mackerel, they probably still feel like they're 26.
Just going hard.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I think that's really great. I think it's a great thing to discover and know about life.
Yeah. So what would you say are some of your biggest accomplishments since turning 30?
Relaxing.
Huge, hey?
Oh, I was a nightmare. And I don't mean that externally. I internalized everything like
Yeah.
I think a lot of women do. And I was always stressed out. I internalized all my feelings. I was always anxious. I had a lot of anxiety. I had stage nerves, jitters. I had lots of relationship mistakes, which I kept making for another decade, believe me. And I just,
So I'm not done yet.
Some people get lucky. It took me till now. But I think that I started to finally relax.
Yeah.
And just finally just go, oh, you know what? It's nothing. It'll be okay. I finally started to differentiate what was trivial and what was not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk a little bit about the other things that have happened since
Sure,
you've been 30?
absolutely.
Obviously relaxing is a huge accomplishment for
Yes.
people never get there.
But it's a daily practice
Yeah.
too. You have to do it every day because you're still as relaxed or as zen or as yoga as you want to be. Some moron is still gonna choke their dog in front of your car in an intersection, and you're gonna get out of your car and give them, So it takes a daily effort.
And what about the other things that have been happening? You guys you're back out on tour.
Yeah.
I saw you in Vancouver in December. You guys got a big check for breast cancer.
Oh yeah, that was great.
You
That
got
was
tons
amazing.
of stuff going
yeah.
on. So
Well, it was funny. I was 37 years old. I was married for a second time. The first time I got married, I was 15. Okay, I'm lying. I wasn't 15. But I was very young. So second time I got married, I was 37 years old. And 3 weeks after my honeymoon, I found a lump in my boob. Who looks at their boobs? Nobody. I mean, who can tell, right?
That's what your husband did.
They're
Was the one that found
bumpy.
it.
Believe me. I won't even go there. I'm like, yeah, no, I found it. But anyway. And it was just, I was literally scratching my armpit.
Yeah.
I certainly wasn't doing a self-exam because we're lazy and we don't know what we're looking for, and so we don't bother. But, and so I had full on 100% stage 2 breast cancer tumor, and did the whole thing. Did the surgery, did the chemo, lost my hair, did the radiation. I was sick for a long time, made a record because I didn't know what else to do with myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, somehow I got through that. Then subsequently, of course, I was in divorce court. Nice. And that's all I can say is nice. So I never thought I'd get through that. And then one of my dogs died. And then the other dog, who was actually my true soulmate, Nicholas, died. But he had a great life. He was 16. And then my father was in palliative care. It's just like every year, and I think this is true for all families and for all women and men, but all women particularly, every year there's something.
Yeah.
Always, whether it's with your kids, your parents, your husband, your pets, your job, whatever it is. And it's, you know, even though we live in a free society technically, and it's open and we're really lucky to be here and we've got a lot of blessings, man, it still is like, what next? Always, every year.
Yeah.
But you get through it. You just somehow you do.
Really, honestly, grief and loss are always going to be
Yeah.
part of the journey, and it's just whether or not we take it a moment in all of that and like allow it to happen.
That's
So
right.
many of us don't allow it.
That's right.
We just stuff it in the back and
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep going.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, like I mean, that's exactly what I've been going through with all the stuff for me this year.
Mhm.
So it never ends.
No,
really
it
never
doesn't.
ends.
And I think that something will happen next
Yeah.
year. You know, we can't prevent all of these things. It's how we respond to it.
So there's the next question. So how have you been able to persevere and accomplish all these amazing things and get through all these things that have been happening in your life?
I laugh my butt off every day. I laugh my butt off every day. I have wonderful girlfriends that I've been friends with since we were, you know, idiots in our 20s. No offense. And we laugh. We just go, oh my God, all the idiotic things we did. And we're still friends, and we still think stupid things are funny. And really, laughter every day, a laugh really helps.
For sure,
Mhm.
for sure. How do you overcome fear and negative thinking?
Well, you know, again, that takes self-talk. And, you know, you don't have to go to a shrink. You don't have to read about it in a book. You can really know yourself and know that your thoughts are not happening at this moment. So it's a matter of when I sit there and future surf, I call it. I start future surfing.
tripping.
You're brushing your teeth in the bathroom or you're making your coffee. Basically, you're talking to yourself all morning long. That's what I do. I talk to myself and I go over all the things that have been bothering me or somebody hurt me, and then I just, you know, kind of fuss about it because you take it on as an injury. It's a matter of not taking it on and looking at the person and trying to tell yourself to think about it in a more compassionate way. There's a woman that I know who's in her 90s. Every time you tell her a story about somebody who has harmed something, someone, you, whatever, she always goes, poor baby. Because she always knows that person is in pain and they're projecting their stuff on you, basically. It's just that trying to stay aware of the fact that you're just future surfing. It serves no purpose. It won't help you right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And you just have to do it every day. It's like
every minute, some days.
You have to practice it every day.
Yeah. So, if you could give one piece of advice to the world, what would it be?
Oh, be happy, be grateful. I mean, for every bite of food, for every time you wash your hair, even if you're a horrendous individual the rest of the day, make a habit of thinking thoughts of gratitude when you're doing something like, you know, even the act of making a tea in the morning or having cereal. You have to know, remind yourself every day that's a blessing. Like, that is such a blessing that you even have running water. Basically, that's the bottom line. And if you've ever been without it, it's easier to remember that feeling. But if you haven't, you need to know that it can all disappear in a second, and you need to be really mindful of that. Live in gratitude, and you'll feel better. You'll be thankful, and you'll be a happier person, I think.
Going with that, can I just say kudos and thumbs up for what you did by, you know, living the life of somebody that's on welfare or government assistance. You know, like that was a huge thing for you to do.
We're doing it this year too. So the Welfare Food Challenge is every October.
Okay.
And if you go to raisethe.org, you can participate. Basically, do it at the same time as everyone else. You don't have to. You can even just do it, you know, secretly to yourself. But basically, the welfare rates in BC specifically, you know, it works out to about $21, $22 a week to eat on. And people go, oh, that's terrible. And then they go back to Chipotle and get their chai latte at Starbucks. And it's like, no, it really is $21 for the week. So trust me, I didn't have coffee. I bought chickpeas and rice. I didn't buy coffee. You don't want to be around me. You know, never mind, my bathroom didn't see me for a week. That's all I'm going to say to you. Brutal. But it makes us think, and it makes us realize and be conscious of what's going on in our community.
Well, and it goes back to that gratitude, right?
Yes.
Right, you know? So, future plans? What you got? What you got going on?
Well, my book's coming out next year on Harper Collins. I wrote a memoir. It took me 3 years. Well, I delivered it in 2013. Then they had to edit out all the bad things I said for 3 years. And not bad things, just talking about things that may or may not have been illegal activities. Anyway, and I just got engaged.
Yay!
I know.
I noticed the ring.
I know.
Show it off.
And I just I love him so much. And it's just, I never thought it would happen to me.
And it's
ever
happening
again.
in your 40s. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, the whole premise of North of 35 is about aging with adventure.
That's
and,
right.
you know, life doesn't stop just because you turn 30 or 40 or 50
That's
or 60.
right.
Like you said, you know that 90-year-old lady. I know that 80-some-year-old
Yeah.
lady. And that, you know, there's
That's right.
amazing people out there in the world. So
Absolutely.
So
You're one of them.
You're one of them.
You're one of them.
And I'm so happy that you got to be part of the backpack
Thank
session.
you for asking me.
And I know you say namaste all the time, so let the light in me be the light in you.
Namaste.
Well, my mama followed her lover to India. The mongoose and the bounty wire on your front porch. You tear me from a growling tiger's mouth.